Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman and Vice Chairman Udall. I'm so pleased you've included this bill to right a historic wrong regarding the fraudulent 1865 treaty. Senator Wyden is a full partner in this as a co-sponsor, and Congressman Greg Walden, and the Warm Spring Reservation is within his district in Oregon, and he's introducing a companion bill on the House side. A big welcome to Councilmember Ron Supa of the Confederated Tribes of the Warm Springs Reservation, who has come here to testify in support of this bill. He has served more than a decade on the council. He's served as the chairman. He has worked to expand communications with the neighboring tribes and with his membership. And he is of the Tigpum band, of the Itchiskin speaking band that signed the 1855 treaty, the legitimate treaty. Also serves as a keeper of Longhouse songs. So welcome. Great to have you here. Over 150 years ago, the tribes of Middle Oregon negotiated and signed a treaty, the 1855 treaty, ratified in 1859, served as a bedrock of the trust relationship between the Warm Spring tribes and the U.S. government. It established what is today known as the Warm Springs Reservation and required that the remaining lands held by the tribes be ceded to the U.S. As part of the negotiation, the tribes insisted upon retaining their off-reservation hunting, fishing, and gathering rights, which they have continued to exercise to this day. 10 years after the initial treaty, J.W. Parrott Huntington, an unscrupulous superintendent of Indian Affairs for Oregon, drew up a supplemental treaty that would have forced the tribes of the Warm Springs Reservation to give up their off-reservation rights and agree to a hall pass system to even leave the reservation. This as now known as the 1865 treaty. Huntington secured signatories to the treaty through fraud and deception. Despite ample historical records that conclusively show the 1865 treaty was a fraud, it still is on the books. Senator Hatfield, as his last piece of legislation, when he was wrapping up his 30 years of Senate service, attempted to disallow this treaty, to cancel this treaty. But that work now falls to us today. And so this bill, S-832, would nullify the fraudulent 1865 treaty and correct this historic wrong. I'd like to note that the Oregon Attorney General's Office has issued a legal opinion stating unequivocally that the treaty is unenforceable. And I have a letter to enter for the record from her. And I also have a statement from the Oregon governor that notes that it is the declared policy of the Office of the Governor of the State of Oregon that the fraudulent Huntington Treaty is to be regarded as a nullity with no effect whatsoever. It's way past time to get this done. Bipartisan support from Oregon, and I appreciate the committee considering this legislation. Thank you.